This is a download from BFM 89.9, the business station.
Good morning, this is Freda Liu. It's open for business, and I've got two of the 20 finalists from the Alliance Bank SME Innovation Challenge, and this is, of course, their fourth year already. Yesterday, I spoke to two of them, and I've got two more today. Amy Cheng from AMAZIN GRAZE, and Michelle Chua from SUPERMODEL'S Secrets. Welcome to both the girls today. Yesterday, I had two guys, so today, two girls. I don't know if this is all part of some big plan. Congratulations for making it to the top 20. Of course, Amy, you've been on the show before. Michelle, first time here. What we usually do is, I guess, start off talking a little bit about your business. And maybe what I'll do is I'll start with Amy, what AMAZIN GRAZE is all about. But before that, your background, you've worked across 10 cities and 5 continents in NGOs like the UN and also in institutions like the World Bank. But last job was with the Boston Consulting Group, BCG. Yes. And then now you've gone into the F&B industry. Completely different. Tell me how that happened.
Yeah, so thanks for inviting us to the show, Freda.
We have no choice. You're the
It's
finest.
Always fun to be here. Going from the World Bank and the UN and then BCG and now F&B, I think it's every time I was just thinking, how do I reach people more directly? How do I impact people? And then I decided that it was through food and health. I always had a love of food, and I always thought health was going to be the next big thing, especially in developing countries like Malaysia. So we felt like that by creating yummy, healthy food, we can directly impact people as opposed to writing reports somewhere in a high building. So that's why we started AMAZIN GRAZE. Yeah.
Okay. So now, how old is the company?
We've been around for about a year, 4 months in our own kitchen, and now 8 months in our central kitchen.
Okay. So how was it developed? Because I know you've got very interesting concoctions as well, or mixtures anyway. But how was that when it first started and all that?
Yeah, so AMAZIN GRAZE started in my business partner's home kitchen. We came together and said, right, what does Malaysians like to eat? Mm-hmm. And how do we convince them to eat healthy? So we took healthy ingredients and we took Malaysian flavors and we put it into one big mixer, and we came up, and that was the inspiration for how we started.
What do you have in your lineup?
In our lineup for upcoming products.
Oh, even current lineup.
Even current lineup. We are currently doing R&D for healthy pineapple tarts for Chinese New Year, for example. So again, we're like, okay, if everybody loves pineapple tarts and the signature dessert in Malaysia, how do we make a healthy version? How do we not use butter? How do we replace it with, say, healthier oils? What about sugar? All these sugar, how do we replace it with healthier sugars without compromising the taste? So pineapple tarts is something that's coming up. Chrysanthemum cookies that are gluten-free and also butterless, as well as dates granolas, fruitcake granola, and also chia seed pudding. So there is so many things that are coming up, and we're really, really excited.
Okay, what do you have currently, though? I know you have these mixed packs.
We currently do our own granolas. Mm-hmm. We have about 8 flavors. AMAZIN GRAZE also has our own stone grind nut butters. We mix our own nuts and we roast them with special Asian-inspired flavors, as well as fruit chips. So we have pineapple chips, dragon fruit chips, apple chips, and these are all without added sugar. So they're extremely healthy for you.
And you have a commercial kitchen at the moment.
Correct. We have a commercial kitchen where we work with women from low-income backgrounds. So we do a lot of training. We have a really awesome team, and they all come from either low-income or almost like humanitarian backgrounds.
So it is, would you consider what you do as social enterprise as well?
We don't like to put a label on it. We have a very important social mission to both help people get healthier, but also make sure we work with people that are in need. Whether you want to call it a social enterprise, I don't know. But we try not to fit into a particular label, which is, want to do the business well. Okay.
So at the moment, though, all the things are done by these women.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And so it might change in the future if you get on the larger scale?
I think so. I think in the larger scale, you can't 100% rely on a social cause because there's always a reliability of labor. A lot of these women have to go and look after their kids, so they can't always work full time.
Okay, and so you were saying that you've got 8 flavors. How is it Malaysianized? What are some of the flavors in terms of your snack?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have one of our signature granolas is the salted gula melaka granola. Actually, in Hong Kong, we had to call it something else because people didn't know gula melaka.
Okay.
So we had to call it salted caramel, coconut granola or something. So the salted gula melaka here is one of our most popular ones. People are like, that's amazing. I love gula melaka. How do you make it healthy? We also have flavors like coconut curry, lime, nut mix. So again, taking Malaysian love, like what Malaysians love, and putting that into our products. We have products like matcha green tea granola. So, using green tea and infusing that into the breakfast cereal.
Okay, so there's already plenty of competition around?
There is, I think, competitors in the sense that there are people who are making healthy food, but I think we're all trying to grow the ecosystem together. So I think we see them as like more collaborators as opposed to competitors.
We're at this point where we're still growing and it's not...
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and you're also a certified yoga teacher, so this whole thing with health and all that.
Absolutely. So health and active lifestyle. So we seek to do yoga events. We actually do nutrition workshops as well because we think that you can't just have food without information and an active lifestyle.
Okay. And your products are now stocked with the Big Village and Jaya Grocer and a few other places.
Absolutely. So we work with a lot of the major supermarkets here. We work with gyms. We work with health retail stores. And we work with a lot of online players as well. We're currently in Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong, and in over 150 locations at the moment.
Okay, so 150 locations locally and overseas.
Absolutely, yeah.
Was it easy penetrating Singapore and Hong Kong?
It gets increasingly harder. Singapore, I think there's still a familial tie, and they like, oh, we love salted gula melaka, we get green tea. Okay, you're a Malaysian player, great, welcome. In Hong Kong, we feel like there's a lot more international competition. A lot of the health food players, the big health food players in the US and Australia are in Hong Kong. They've managed to skip Singapore and Malaysia. They're all focused in like bigger markets like Hong Kong. So we find ourselves competing on the same platform as these international players at the moment.
Okay, so what would your concern be in terms of maintaining standards, coming up with enough quantity? What would it be, the challenges?
I think the challenges is to be able to communicate our core value proposition in a sea of products. There is a lot of different brands in Hong Kong, for example, and to differentiate yourself, you need to say how you're different. And to communicate that in a very space-poor, time-poor society is a challenge. Yeah.
Okay, and in terms of your food, right, your treats, right, what's the price range of your products?
Our price range, we try to make things as affordable as possible. We have products going for as affordable as RM5. Our granolas are $18.90. Our nut mixes are $14.90. And then our fruit chips start at $9.90.
Okay. And I know when you came on air a while back, you had plans to deliver a health box to subscribers on a scheduled basis. Is that still in the pipeline or...?
Absolutely. I think as we expand, we want to cater to different people. We already have a very active online business. So people order from us online all the time. But we want to also have a dedicated service for people who want to do a subscription. So that's definitely in the plan, especially if we win the Lions Bank competition.
Okay. We'll talk about what you can do with the money if you win. But I'm going to move on to Michelle Chua from Supermodel's Secret. So you used to work in the pharmaceutical industry, and now you've got this for about 2 years now?
Yes.
Your company is about 2 years. So tell us about Supermodel Secrets, what you do.
First of all, thanks, Freda, for having me today. So Supermodel Secrets is all about helping women and even men look good without surgery. So we focus a lot on selling these beauty enhancements, and they are affordable. So we sell a lot of them online as well as offline in our retail store.
And retail store, how many retail stores do you have?
Currently just one because we are really focused on online. Our business is still 90% online and 10% from our retail store.
Okay. And where are you located in terms of your store?
Oh, Subang Jaya.
In Subang Jaya. So, okay, now you have, what do you have? You have skincare, makeup. What do you have at the Supermodel Secrets?
We also have gadgets such as like those hair curling irons, those facial gadgets that you can use at home, and also lingerie, those functional lingerie like corsets, waist trainers, functional bras.
Now, this is another space that is very crowded, right? How did you manage to get some traction, and how do you stand apart from other players?
Yes, definitely. I agree that there's a lot of competition here. And how we compete, I would say that every product that I sell in Supermodel Secrets, I personally test them, and also my employees and my family members, we are all like guinea pigs. We will test them and ensure they are truly effective before we launch them in our store, instead of like taking everything in the market and selling in our store.
Okay. So in terms of the people that go to your store, the online store, what are the demographics like?
Currently, about 80% of our market segment, about 18 to 35-year-olds, mostly women. There are men as well. I would say majority Malay segment in Malaysia. Yeah.
And in terms of what people can buy there, what kind of pricing are we looking at?
The price range varies from 6 ringgit until 599 ringgit.
I can see what the 599 is for. And one of the things that you actually have plans to expand into a reseller type model with a base membership fee. Are you already doing this, and why are you planning to go through this channel?
Okay. Yeah, currently Supermodel Secrets is pretty strong in the B2C segment online, and in order to grow, I believe that the reseller segment is the one that can help us to penetrate our target market even further and faster than we can possibly do it by ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and what people like is very much not so much online. People have to talk and try to convince people that way. I mean, in terms of getting people to buy the products, so there's people like the online. I mean, apart from online, it's still face to face when people.
Yes.
In terms of the conviction and all that. Okay, now you also have some experience in marketing. So how have you marketed Supermodel's Secrets?
Okay, Supermodel Secrets is an online business primarily. So I do a lot of digital marketing. So Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram. Especially we do a lot of Instagram marketing, because Instagram marketing we don't really have to spend much. But if you know all the tips and tricks to go about it, you can get a lot of organic traffic and growth.
Okay.
And also a lot of influencer marketing with the Malay segment and Malay celebrities. That's what we do.
How do you choose what products to carry?
Oh, okay. This varies. This will be based on my personal experience, because before I started this business, it was inspired from my modeling days back then. So a lot of the products I use it for the photo shoots, and they really work for the photo shoots. So that's one. And another thing is through market research, our customers' feedback, what they really want. Yeah, so that would be the main stuff. Okay,
we'll talk to both of you later on. What would you do with the extra money? Should one of you win the big prize? But there are a lot of winners anyway for this innovation challenge. We'll talk to Michelle Chua from Supermodel Secrets and Amy Cheng from AMAZIN GRAZE. We're talking about the Alliance Bank SME Innovation Challenge. These are two of the finalists. Stay tuned to Open for Business, BFM 89.9.
Best for money. BFM 89.9.
Good morning, this is Freda Liu. If you've just joined us, I'm here with two of the 20 finalists for the 4th Alliance Bank SME Innovation Challenge. I'm here with AMAZIN GRAZE's Amy Cheng and also Michelle Chua from Supermodel Secrets. So anyway, I'd like to find out, the grand prize is $250,000. Of course, there are also other prizes as well. What would you do if you guys win? I'll ask Michelle first. And if you got that money, what would you do with that money?
Okay. If we were to win, the very first thing we will do is we will have to kickstart the reseller recruitment program, because this, in a sense, also will help us to empower all the women out there to have a second source of income.
Okay. And yourself?
We're going to build. We're going to build and move into a new production facility so we can make better, higher quality, longer lasting, yummier products.
All right. So
Yeah.
at the moment, what you are using, you working out of someone else's commercial kitchen?
We're renting. Yeah, we're renting a commercial kitchen. Actually, we've renovated and we created our own, but we've hit capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice problem.
It's a great problem to have.
So with that kind of money, you'll do that. So of course, I talked to two of the gentlemen yesterday as well. You guys have gone for presentation impact and lean marketing training, and of course the CEO chat with the gentleman from EcoWorld, Dr. Chang from EcoWorld. What have you guys learned so far, and has it made you look at your business differently?
Okay, I really enjoyed the session that is sponsored by Alliance Bank, especially the CEO chat room. The takeaway from Tan Sri Liu as well as Dato Chang. I really like the way how they had really managed their employees to retain them. Like they actually empower them to own the project. Yeah, so that's how they motivate their staff and retain their staff. And also, I really enjoyed the presentation impact session because it really helped me to present my business pitch in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like that.
Okay, so it's given you new light. How many staff do you have at the moment?
7.
7. So it's also like in terms of empowering your employees. So that was useful information
Yes.
because of the staff that you have. And for you, how many people do you have with you?
We have around 15 people in Malaysia, about 5 in Singapore, and we just started in Hong Kong. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, with the training that went on, and of course the chat as well, what have you learned?
Yeah. So I think the whole series of training has inspired Amazing Graze to just think big. I think looking at what EcoWorld has achieved in the last 5 years, we were still quite content with what we had done in the last year. But I think just looking at their achievement and sort of their journey of getting there, it inspires us to go back and go, wait, we need to think big. Right. We need to the world is our oyster and the market is not just here. So I think it was inspiring from a business growth perspective.
Okay, so that was some of the things. So to think big, and in terms of lean marketing, and did you learn anything from that?
Yeah, I also learned how much I didn't know. We thought we had a good strategy for marketing. We thought we had presentation covered all, but there's always something new that someone's telling you. So the abilities, I was always very confident to go and present, but this time I changed after going to the presentation impact training. I actually took time, stood in front of a mirror, and just practiced my presentation, my pitch, about 5 times, and that made a world of difference when we actually went to the pitch. It wasn't like I memorized everything, but it helped in the sense that I felt so much more confident in what I was saying, what I was delivering. So it really definitely helped.
I know I wake up excited every day knowing that I don't know what I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't know what I don't know. Anyway, it's all the best with both of you, and I'll definitely be catching up with you guys closer to the finals. Let's see who will get some money from out of all this. Amy Cheng from Amazing Graze and Michelle Chua from Supermodel's Secrets, two of the finalists for the Alliance Bank SME Innovation Challenge. We'll be speaking to more finalists next week. Stay tuned to Open for Business, BFM 89.9.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. To find more great interviews, go to bfm.my or find us on iTunes. BFM 89.9, the business station.